I think the best part about running for me is that like I can always see the fruits of my labor. I love just being able to work hard and see improvement. I started swimming when I was 8 years old. When I got to high school, the training wasn't necessarily that much more intense than before. It was just a little more frequent because the first team that I joined in high school wasn't that intense. After my freshman year ended, I joined another more competitive club team, and that team practiced 2 times a day, 6 times a week. We were pretty much enforced to go to at least 9 of those practices, or we were told we shouldn't be on the team. I usually woke up at 4 or 4:30 a.m. and then I'd usually have swimming again at 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and then basically go to bed after that. I was starting to feel like I was getting taken advantage of a little bit because I'm one of those people that I'm very trusting. I'm going to do whatever you tell me to do. About halfway through high school, my head coach had a pretty tragic event strike his family, and after that things were never really the same with him. He was a lot kinder before that, and then I think that after that happened, he took out a lot of anger on us. I didn't really notice that it was an issue until I got an overtraining injury. My parents asked me about it, but I was like, I mean, coach says that it's a waste of money if I don't go to 9+ practices a week. I did, and I think I didn't realize that it was an issue until I got injured. And once I got injured, and I was just told to continue to power through and not to take any time off, that definitely became an issue. My injury was a torn rotator cuff on my left arm. There was one particular day when all I was doing was practicing turns in the water, which is usually like the easiest practice you ever have in swimming. On one of my turns, I felt something pop in my shoulder, and like after that I had extremely limited mobility. I could really only move my shoulder a couple inches up and a couple inches out. I was told that it was just because my form was bad that my shoulder was hurting, but it did turn out to be a tear. I actually first started running track a little bit due to my parents' request in middle school. It was mostly cross training for swimming, but when I got injured, I got way more serious about track and definitely started doing it more and more, and running was kind of a relief for me, I guess. During my 15 weeks off of swimming, I was doing a lot of cross training, and my lungs started to feel so much better. Throughout my childhood, I was told by a bunch of different doctors that I had asthma, allergy induced maybe from the pollen. When I took time off of swimming, I actually learned that it was a chlorine allergy. So the whole time I was just training in an environment that was poisoning my lungs and my body.
That's so crazy. Like, it's like one plot twist after another.
I kind of had to scratch my entire list of colleges I was planning on going to and everything because I was told I couldn't swim anymore and that swimming in college wouldn't be an option. I tried cross country, and then once I stopped swimming altogether because of my chlorine allergy, I really focused on cross country, and then track season, things got even much better from there. So now in running, I've had a much more supportive environment than what I had in swimming. I think it's really hard for me sometimes to disconnect from some things that I was taught in swimming. An issue in swimming was I hit a plateau really early. I was improving and I was improving and I was improving, and then I stopped way too fast, and it was because of my chlorine allergy. So it's just really fun to get to enjoy not having those issues and getting to have fun and feel free. My goal right now is to qualify for indoor nationals in track, but if I do that, I mean, the next step from there would be All-American, and we'll see what happens in the future. When you have a lot of different challenges that you face, or when it seems like everything is against you, all those horrible experiences and all the pain that I went through really just pushed me in the direction of where I am now. And I think I'm so much happier. Obviously, I'm so much happier than I would have been if I'd never gotten my injury, because I would probably still think I had asthma and I probably still wouldn't have improved in anything. The bad things can lead you to so much like happier place if you just keep working.